There we go. Hey, I think we are able to go live now. Sorry if the camera's shaky. I'm starting a new series here on YouTube called Welcome Talk. This is episode 1. I want to talk about Apple Tech. I want to interact with you guys. There's no set schedule with these. It's just whenever I feel like making them, basically. Probably in the weekends a lot. Who inspired me to do this? A repair person who does YouTube videos, and he just has his phone and just talks. And you know what? I'm just gonna do the same. I want to get out of the sun. I gotta keep walking to the end of a path in front of me. So, for those curious, I am outside walking, um, and yeah, I'm in my neighborhood. I just want to chat with you guys. So, what do you guys think about the Apple event? I'm actually excited. I got everything except the normal non-pro. So basically, I got the 12. I mean, what am I doing? The 12 and 0, the 14 Pro Max, the new AirPods, the Apple Watch. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Apple Watch Ultra. I got that. So I'm excited. As a visually impaired person, I got the Ultra because of the bigger screen. I really don't care about the ruggedness. Is this video public? 0 viewers still. Probably because I haven't done this in a long time. Oh no, it says 1 view. Yeah, I see it now. Hello. I wish it was bigger, this text. Yeah, I can see it now. It just says 1 view. I forgot how to do live streams in this. Top chat, live chat. Okay, there we go. I can see what's going on now. So Larry says, "How's it going?" Why does it disappear? Let me see. Live chat. Ah, I see. How's it going? I hope that YouTube stop disappearing. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comment, and yeah, I might have to use voiceover because how's it? Hope you're doing good. Okay, yeah. Hey, Larry, I see your message. Thanks for asking. I'm doing good. I'm starting to do these live streams. However, clearly, because I'm outside, I guess I'm gonna have to use voiceover for live chat because I can't see with the sun. The phone gets hot, and yeah, it looks like I need to figure this thing out. Yeah. So, thanks for joining the live stream. Appreciate that. Yeah. Besides this show, I'm just gonna talk about everything in tech and accessibility that is happening. So I'm excited. The channel's actually grown quite a bit since the last year. We hit 1,000 subscribers a while back. Now we're getting pretty close to 1,200. We're almost at 1140. Last I checked, I think it was 1139. So I'm definitely excited to do these series because YouTube Shorts, they're cool, but you know, they don't promote the channel as much as I like. Now with this new Apple products, I will be unboxing them. I want to do those live but it depends because, you know, work. I'm excited as a visually impaired person, and for those of you who are totally blind, there's quite a bit of stuff that was added for accessibility, and I'm very excited. First of all, the fact that the iPhone 14 Pro Max has a better telephoto camera and better like low light. It means that you can go into restaurants and use OCR, and it'll actually be a lot more accurate. The neural engine got better, so that's nice. A few extra cores and low light performance. That's great. So we can do low light scanning now for menus and things like that. That's something that I'm looking forward to, is the low light performance when scanning menus and things. Now, the Apple Watch Ultra is just getting bigger, and I'm excited for that because I don't know about you guys, but I always have to use, I don't know the name of the face, but basically the digital face, it has like the really big numbers and you can change the colors. That one, or the Nike face. But even the Nike face, it shrinks the size to add the Nike logo. So most of the time I just use the digital large face, and I don't know, I just can't see it, so I prefer to use the digital face. And now with the Ultra, I might be able to add some shortcuts, some compilations to the corners, so that we can actually add the walking, like the sports app, fitness, whatever it's called nowadays, and one more. So I'll probably add like the fitness and the probably the heart rate or something, and I'll just keep those in each corner. But I can't do that right now because even with a 45 millimeter, I just cannot see it. Okay, I'm gonna stop to read the chat, live chat. All right, I see there's some comments. I'm gonna try this thing with voiceover.
Larry tested. Used voiceover. That's what I'm using now.
I just read that with voiceover.
Larry tested. Hey, how's it going? I hope Larry tested. I'm ready for the new update on iOS 16.
Oh yeah, you probably hear it. I am using Eloquence. I am excited for Eloquence to go to everybody. Honestly, once you get it, I check out Eloquence. It's so good. Thing about Eloquence with me is that you cannot put it for certain things. For example, on certain multi-language things, it won't stick to it. It'll use whatever the other language voice is. That's kind of annoying. So that's one thing I've noticed with Eloquence. But for just English, it's good. Yeah, iOS 16 is going to be interesting when I go talk to everybody. For me, the accessibility has actually been really good, especially when it comes to Zoom and voiceover. Like voiceover got Eloquence and a whole bunch of voices. Zoom actually takes advantage, from what I can tell, of the 120 hertz on the iPhone 13. Let's see.
Larry tested. Used voiceover.
One watching now. Okay.
Larry, welcome to live chat. Remember, Larry tested.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this going live outside in the sun. And the YouTube hiding itself thing it hides for those who don't use voiceover, but I realize it stays visible to voiceover, which is interesting. Man, I'm trying to I'm doing these walks to essentially to lose weight, and why not make it more entertaining by talking about tech and just talking with you guys. So yeah, next week we're getting the new iPhones. The thing that's got me going crazy is the new human wear. What's that thing called? It's the GPS OCR, like the mobility companion thing. I still can't memorize the name completely in my head. But it just came out. And I'm excited because I want that, but I want to get Apple products first. Then I'll get it. You know, I can't spend 10 grand in a month. That's just, no. Oh, what did they do here? They actually changed this. Huh. I'm walking in another area. I'm entering a new part of, I'm actually exiting my neighborhood now. It's a new area. They're redesigning it. It's called Surfside. It's really, really cool. But it's far. I've been going for 39 minutes. I've been walking for 39. Yeah, 1.33 miles. Man, I want to do that marathon. So in the weekends, sometimes I'll do 6 miles, 6.1 miles. Today I want to do at least half so that I can be prepared for the marathon this weekend. I don't know what 6 miles is considered. 5K is like 3 miles, 10K, 6 miles. I don't know. Oh man, they got water dripping. I was hoping it would hit me, the water, but it's not. Let's see what time is it? It's 6:02. All right. So eventually, when I do the marathons, I'm gonna have a list of things. Today is just Apple stuff. I wonder how many people actually pre-ordered the Ultra from the visually impaired community because of the fact that it's bigger.
Larry tested.
Two watching now. Hello, new person watching. Thanks for joining. This is a new series I'm doing now. You know how I am on YouTube. Those who stick with me since the beginning, I kind of tend to come up with things, and then when I get bored, I switch it up. So, yeah, I'm gonna run this series until I get bored of it. But for now, I kind of like the idea of having this series where I'm just walking around, walk and talk. So, yeah, the Apple event just happened, so that's kind of what's on my mind right now. Just wanted to talk to you guys about the new products.
Larry tested. Larry.
Okay, yeah, so for those who are watching now or after, did you pre-order anything? Did you get anything on today's Apple pre-order? I was thinking about going live, but honestly, the pre-order moments are I had so many issues pre-ordering this morning. Getting my AirPods through the Apple Store app was really easy. They just asked me for my card, and that was it. AT&T, I got the watch and the phone through AT&T. They're like, oh yeah, it's in your cart, but you can't hit the checkout button. Why? I don't know. I have like 3 cards that I use primarily that are on my Apple Pay. Nothing worked. I had to use a credit card, and that was the only one that worked. Everything else would just be like, nope, we're not letting you order. Oops, something went wrong. And yeah, thanks a lot, AT&T. I think next year I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm itching to switch carriers, to be honest. But I just, the 5G with AT&T is so good. I feel with Verizon, they say they're the best, but I mean, my mother has 5G. enabled on her plan. I made her get it so that I can test it when I'm with her. And the other day, we were walking around. I'm like, "Do you have 5G anywhere?" And I'm like, and then I would just hold her phone, and then my phone beside it. I'd be getting ultra wide, so 5G plus for me, 5G UW for her. And it would just, I would have it all the time. She would get it in little pieces. When she get it, of course, it's strong. She had 2,000, 2 gigs down, so 2,000 megabits. I'd get about 1,200, at best 1,400. So yeah, Verizon's is better, higher quality, 5G ultra wide. However, I think AT&T is about quantity and not quality. Just like T-Mobile. T-Mobile is focusing on quality, not quantity. And I'd rather get 1,200 to 1,400 megabits most places I go in the city than with Verizon or T-Mobile, get 400 to 2,000, but only in certain locations. So it's like, sure, I can get 400 all the time. I can get 2,000 where there's ultra wide. But with AT&T, I can get consistently 1,400 to 1,200 anywhere I go. So you know what? I think I'm on the best carrier right now. My favorite was Google Fi. I used that until T-Mobile and Sprint joined, and then US Cellular, I think, died. I think Sprint bought, somebody bought Cellular. I don't know what happened with US Cellular, but I stopped seeing US Cellular. I think it was Ocala, and I used to always see US Cellular with there. I had service when I was in the middle of nowhere with US Cellular. And even when I was on 2 times on a cruise ship with this Google Fi, and I was past the Keys going into the Gulf of Mexico, and I had US Cellular the whole time. I mean, I didn't have internet, but I could text and talk. Man, I'm getting tired. How much have we done? Okay, half a mile more and I can go back. Man, whoa, I got wet. That feels good.
Live. 17 minutes 55 seconds. Still watching now. 0 likes.
Oh, I got wet good. I like that.
Larry tested. Larry tested. Used voiceover. That's what I'm using. Larry tested. Hey, how's it going? Larry test. Larry test. Welcome to Larry tested. Learn more. Larry test. Welcome to Larry tested. I'm using Siri voice for voiceover.
Siri voice.
Larry test. Join the tube. Larry tested. Is it the VR headset by Apple?
No, the VR headset hasn't gotten announced yet. VR headset, honestly, I think it's going to be a while before it happens. I'm a software engineer for mobile stuff, so I do iPhone, Android programming on a daily. I don't want to state where I work, but I work for a car company, and basically I work with mobile all the time, right? Like that's just what I do on a daily. I've worked with the code that Apple has to do VR, so augmented reality, virtual reality, for certain like animations and stuff. Not for them, but for my own apps. I've done animations. On a previous job, I had to do card animations, and I used some of the virtual reality stuff that Apple has, called Sprite Kit and Scene Kit. It's bad. It's really bad. For me, I don't like it. I mean, they need to improve that. So they need to make it developer friendly to make AR and VR. They did really good stuff with Reality Kit, but I'm not convinced until we have a fancy, what we call declarative, which means like easy and very less wordy way of making virtual reality stuff and augmented reality, then they will announce it. But right now, based on the APIs they have and the code I've seen on like projects I've done, like sample projects and animations I've written and stuff with that code, I'm not convinced, honestly. I think it's going to be a few years before we get it. And even then, I think the first one is just going to be for developers only. It's going to be like, you remember Google Lens, Google Glasses, or whatever that was called in 2013 when they announced the dev kit. And that dev kit was there for like 2 years until 2015. And then when they started selling it to most people, it was an invite program instead of dev kit. I think that's what Apple would do. If not, that's what they should do, because it's not ready yet. I'm excited for it though, because I have app ideas for blind and visually impaired people. Hello Ira, hello all those companies that require you to purchase expensive payment plans for you to use them. No more of that. Just have an app that uses Apple's AI stuff using iMessage and FaceTime, and I'm sorry, but those augmented accessibility devices are going, unless they adopt the headsets, they're not going to do well, because I got ideas. So, and just like me, many other developers have ideas of basically making these dedicated products not needed anymore. So I don't know. I hope they jump onto the AR stuff, because they have more people to do it. Unlike me, it's just one developer. But yeah, it's gonna change a lot of stuff when Apple announces the AR glasses. I'm excited. It's I mean, I think about it from a developer and from like an entrepreneur perspective more than a consumer. I feel like the consumer generally doesn't realize how much goes into making a product, software and hardware, and they think hardware, oh yeah, the hardware is going to come out. Okay, you have the hardware, but if the hardware is ahead of the software, it's going to be a crap product until the software catches up.
Control 2. Are you using back camera select? Control 2. Are you using headset? Blurry tested. Is it the VR headset by Apple? Control 2. Switch camera. Back camera select. Chat options. Button. Switch camera. Control 2. Are you using headset?
Am I using headset? No. Regarding, I don't know if you're talking about the VR headset or for like a headphones, but no, I'm using the phone without a headset right now. But yeah, that's my rant for the Apple's augmented or virtual reality headset. But Apple's got a lot of stuff coming. Right now, I'm just hoping on that Apple Car. Realistically, I mean, they're the ones who can do it best when it comes to, because like, so that we can drive, we visually impaired and blind can drive. We need self-driving that's actually good enough. I mean, I've looked at videos. I'm like, okay, if I could get a license somehow, I could just like take it using a Tesla and do self-driving. But realistically, self-driving is not there. And I think Apple could pull it off with their neural engine stuff. So I'm looking forward to that, to the self-driving. Now, one of my favorite tech YouTubers actually got his Tesla, Andrew Erickson from Tailosive Tech and Tailosive EV. The dude has really good content, and he has his Tesla, and he's actually given me a new look at how Tesla autopilot and self-driving works, because he purchased the self-driving stuff, and Tesla does a really good job. Now the only issue is it doesn't have like panic prevention, and it'll start panicking and it'll be like da 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 da, grab onto the wheel, and I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I'm like, okay, it's panic issues that it cannot it cannot prevent scenarios. It doesn't have scenario analytics because its graphics card is already loaded with camera data, self-driving data, car telemetry data. Apple can do it though, because they have individual cores for neural processing, which means that they can just beef up those cores. And hey, here's one for self-driving, here's one for telemetry. Tesla cannot do that because they're not using ARM architecture. They're using x86, which is a huge limitation under self-driving. I don't know. I want Apple to do the vehicle. And the first thing, the glasses are a good start to the vehicle technology, because we need to get that neural processing stuff to a crisp, but we need to make sure that it's good.
Outlook. Now. App Center.
Hey, voiceover, don't be talking about my emails.
40. Words. Characters. Headings. Containers. Speak and rate. Words. Characters. Headings.
Come on.
Containers. Speak and rate. 55%.
No actions. Oh well, whatever.
Notification. More. Dismiss.
There we go.
Larry tested. Larry tested. Control tube. Are you switch camera? Back. Control tube. Are you using headset? Outlook. Larry test. Larry. Learn more. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. To watching now. 0 likes.
To watching now. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Apple Car for AR. I think it'll all happen, but with time. They need to improve the APIs and AR. Now, have you guys heard of the new Victor Reader? Not a Victor Reader, it's the new mobility companion. What are your thoughts? That thing is pretty cool. I think I want it, as I said earlier, but I want to get, people's thoughts on this thing. Like, have you seen it? So, I've heard somebody didn't even know about it. I did the YouTube shorts on it, and they're like, oh, I'm now not gonna get the Trek because I want this. I'm like, yeah, get the new thing. I forget the name. It's got OCR. It'll read entrances. It'll do door-to-door navigation. It's got dual GPS things so that it can be more accurate. I'm tired. I want to see this really beautiful neighborhood that is it's very it's a
Motor.com. Now.
Okay, here we go. And it's a really nice area. Lots of like the culture here is Greeks and Jewish people. It's really nice. Everybody's nice, and the area is just really, I don't know, I like looking at the buildings and just people watching. It's really cool. Everybody's just in a good mood walking. They put their money into the hotels, not so much the pavement. I'm walking on sand right now, which tells you something. But you know what? I get it. I'm gonna point to these buildings, so I'm gonna describe them. So basically, these are modern style buildings with wraparound balconies. The balconies are actually, they look pretty spacious, and some people sit on there and just look at. It's got ocean view, man. Balcony, ocean view. Like I have ocean view in my apartment, but I don't have a balcony. I want a balcony. I look at these people chilling in their balcony. I was like, oh, I want it, but I'm too lazy to move. I moved last year. I'm gonna wait another year or two to move because moving is a pain, and I don't know. It's not the time. $6.19.
Motor.com. Illustrate English. Where have you been lately? You should do more videos. Slightly smiling face. Illustrate English. Where have you been lately? You should do more videos. Slightly smiling face.
Where have I been lately? I should do more videos. I agree. I should do more videos. I've been focused on my career and only done YouTube occasionally. But that's why I want to do these series, because I want to try to stick to these things. Just grabbing the phone and going live whenever kind of feels good, and I want to start doing that. My inspiration was this dude called Louis Rosman. He just grabs his phone and just randomly, he goes tweeting and he just has his phone there talking to his people. I want to do that now. I'm like, I don't have time to edit. Nowadays, I work a lot and I don't have time to edit videos, so I've been doing shorts that don't require editing. But this way I can interact with you guys. It's cool. Yeah, the career takes up a lot of time. Eventually, I do want to do this thing full time, YouTube. That's like the end dream. But I would love to put more time back into it so that can be a dream come true. Living off of YouTube, you know. Thing is, I noticed something about my content about YouTube that's kind of annoying. I had to cater. So before I was just catering to the blind and visually impaired content, right? And then I realized if I catered just to our community, the views were not there. I was getting 200 views, 150, sometimes 50, like on a bad video. I'm like, you know what? I did a video just tech related, talking about blindness to a sighted person. And I think that video got over 1,000 views. And I'm like, I'm still figuring that out. Like, how am I going to cater to both communities? Because that would really, that's the ideal position I want to be in is being able to cater to both, teach the sighted and also cater to our community. So I'm kind of figuring that out right now. Hopefully these videos do well, these lives. The only thing is they're not on a consistent schedule, so I don't know how that's going to impact. YouTube's all about consistency. But yeah, I want to try to do more videos, bring that spark back of like just uploading tons. I used to upload at the beginning daily. I don't know how I did that.
Switch camera. Chat. Switch camera. Don't mind being blind. Hi.
Hi, don't mind being blind. I like your screen name. Don't mind being blind. You know what? I don't either. It's great. That's a good username to have. Yeah, when when you have a good humor on your blindness, it just makes it fun, you know. His name is Pete Gustin, the blind surfer. That dude's an inspiration. I suggest you guys go watch him. He's got a girlfriend that just sits there and films him all day and just, he's got surf coaches that take him on the water and like they guide him on, surfing, and this dude gets on those waves and can't see them. His content is really, really inspirational. So, even for those of us who, we've been prosperous in life and we still get to, we didn't let the vision stop us. It's still very, 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 very motivational to watch this dude, because he succeeded in multiple things. Like, dude does voiceovers for TV companies, and you've probably heard his voice before in some movie trailers. The dude's damn near famous. Where the heck am I? I think I've walked a lot. How much have we done? 1 hour? Hold on. 62 minutes. 2.19 miles. Yeah, I gotta walk those 2.19 miles back, but I don't feel like going back. I might take an Uber if I'm lazy enough. Or I might just go to the mall. I don't know, man. I got out of work early today. I usually get out of work at 6. But today I got my cane in the camera. 6:25. Yeah, I usually get out of work at 6 because my company is Central Time. So I kind of live a Central Time schedule. But today I got out early, and you know what? These 2 miles have actually gone pretty quickly talking here on YouTube. Ooh, follow that radar. Yeah, I dropped you guys for a minute, so I'm actually going back because signal was bad. So yeah, I'm going back south again.
I wonder how the dictation will be with a new update coming out Monday, because when using
YouTube is tripping me right now.
Larry tested 0 watch live 37 0 watching now 1 like
I just dropped you guys. Hold on.
live 0 watching now 1 like
Man, I dropped the signal.
Larry tested. Hey, how's it going? 0 watching now 1 like
Well, I guess I'm solo until we get some views back again.
Larry tested 2 watching now.
2 watching. Okay, there we go. You guys reconnected. Hello again. I'm going back. You guys reconnected. Hello again. I'm going back because signal's getting choppy. Can't get too far from there.
Realtor.com.
Signal's getting choppy. Can't get too far from there.
Realtor.com. Now.
My realtor app is firing up properties near me because I was looking to purchase property a little bit ago. Not anymore though. I'm gonna wait.
Illustrate English. Wording. Larry tested. Larry tested. 1 watching now 1 like
1 watching now. Hello. Alright, so I see 1 person drop. Yeah, these is so far, this being my first walk and talk live, I've been having fun. Let me know what you guys want to talk about too. Like I I try to come up with things from my head, but we can just like when you guys put those comments of certain things, I like that because you can guide the conversation. Yeah, when there's nothing going on, I'll guide it with something too. But yeah, I like these because they can be really interactive. People are on their bikes, riding the bikes. Kind of, I have a scooter, like an electric scooter, but I don't know. Kind of want to get an electric or even a regular bike. I feel safer as a visually impaired person because I can slow down. When those scooters, you cannot. If you slow down, you cannot balance, which is kind of annoying. All right, looks like we're stable again with
live 1 watching. Larry tested. Visit the VR. Control 2. Are you Larry tested? Illustrate English. Where have you been linked? Combine me in mind. Larry tested. I say the same thing as Lozo. Show latest message. Larry tested. I say the same thing as Lozo. Show latest messages. Button. YouTube. Chat. Top chat. So message. Live chat. Top chat. So message. Live chat. All message. Welcome to live chat. Remember Larry tested. I say the same thing as Lozo. Combine me in mind. Hi. Larry tested. I say the same thing as Lozo.
Yeah. So, it's these lives are exciting. Tomorrow's the real. I aim to do this marathon today. I think I'm only doing like a 5K today. Trying to do only 3 miles. I mean, I might have to do more because I'm already 2 miles in, and I'm not even halfway back. So maybe a little more than maybe like a 5.5K. But that's the thing too. Is I start talking and I can get distracted. Probably walk more than I intended, which is great. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, this area is actually Miami Beach. I find that living in the beach is actually really good when you're blind or visually impaired because you don't need to cross the streets. This whole time, I haven't crossed a single street, and when I need to cross a street, I can do it confidently. But you know what? You know why I don't like places where I have to cross a whole bunch of streets? Increased safety. So, yeah, you could be safe, when you trust yourself to cross, and a lot of us do trust ourselves to cross. But if you don't have to cross, that's even better. Take away that stress. You can actually have time to like fully relax. You don't have to worry about cars. All you have to do is listen to people and bikes. I'm out of breath, man. Listen to people and bikes. Make sure you don't get run over by bikes, which the bikes, they're very courteous, except some few people that just, I don't realize it. I had this lady not realize that I'm visually impaired, and she started yelling. She's like, oh, I'm like, dude, I have my cane. I don't know. So that's the only thing I noticed is some people may not know what a cane is. What is this? 50. Oh man, this is sad. This is the building where a whole bunch of people, it's a building that fell and a whole bunch of people died. That is sad, man. I don't like walking by here. That sucks. But, it just sometimes tragedies happen. Walking back looks really different than walking to. Oh, because I'm on the other side. I see.
Switch camera.
Yeah, YouTube is telling me to get moderated. I'm like, dude. So far, I'm not at that point where we don't need moderators yet. Eventually, that'll be something we need. But for now, what have I been aiming at? I've just been talking, not being really worried about.
Blurry tested. Isaiah.
All right. That was awesome. See, that's the way it should be. The person was telling me that to my left and rang the bell. All bikers should be that courteous. That's awesome. That's what I mean about this area. It's so accessible. This area and the beach. I mean, if you go to any beach that is like populated by tourists, it's generally with this kind of vibe. I said this in a video, and somebody was like, "Yeah, but there could be, hurricanes." I'm like, dude, if you think that way, life just, you don't live happy, Eventually, I want to figure out a way to, like, improve the setup. I want to experiment with a GoPro. See, I don't know how long the GoPro battery is, though. But eventually, it'd be cool to have, like, a GoPro, and you guys can see from a POV perspective, for those who are visually impaired, and for those who are blind, you can actually hear in binaural audio. Binaural audio is interesting. I want to get a binaural microphone, regardless. That's something that's very simple, very small. I just put the AirPods on, and you can get binaural audio. Binaural audio just means that the audio is as if you were in the physical vicinity, like the echoes and everything bounces off perfectly. Getting tired.
GMAIL. Now.
What? My order status? Huh.
Camera. Back.
Cool. Some status with one of my AT&T orders, either my watch or my phone. I wonder what it is. I don't got my other phone with me right now. So I won't know until after.
Chat up filters. Option. Switch camera. Learn more. But Larry tested. I say the same thing as to also.
Okay.
Welcome to live.
How many people are watching?
Larry tested. Kajona 2. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. One watching now. Live. 41 watching
One
now.
watching now. Cool. Yeah. Living in areas like this is really cool. You don't have to cross. Man, I'm running out of things to talk about. But I'm not gonna end it until I get home, because you know what? I want to see where this goes. Just kind of let it open. Sometimes if I'm not talking, probably because I got nothing to. Well, there's a group of bikes. See, a lot of my things that I'm talking about when I have nothing to talk about is like my surroundings. I'll be like, oh, there's so many people. Oh, group of bikes. I don't know. It's kind of what pops in my head. It's actually kind of nice right now on the way back. The sun's going down and it's not blistering hot. Could take a water break though. And for those curious, with these pathways, they actually have the numbers on the ground, and there is the occasional sign that has the braille dots as well, so that's nice. All right, we are getting back to the park. There's like a little park to my right. All right, I'm gonna stop here and drink water. Man, it's so hot outside that the water warms up. Hydration is better than any.
Larry tested. EOS. Larry tested. Welcome to live chat. Remember, welcome to live chat. Larry tested. When I went to the park where I lived 2 weeks ago, a bicycle came up behind me and rang the bell. The person on the bike knew that I was visually impaired.
Yep, that's awesome. So yeah, that's good that we can encounter more courteous bikers like that for sure. That's cool that you had that experience. Sometimes not, there's an occasional biker that's not like that. But I found that the biking community is really generally respectful to us, which is great. Yeah, that's cool that you had that experience. I imagine some places, like New York City, that are like really crowded, may be a different experience. Man, I just want to get home. This walk has been, it's crazy. So I've been walking 2.67 miles. This is 6:40. Man, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get home by 7 and enjoy the pool, but we're about 30-45 minutes away from my house walking. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, I need to figure out a way to not disclose my exact location. So I have to figure out, I think I'm gonna just point to the ground when I get close enough. Man, this is fun. Usually when I'm walking, I'll just listen to a podcast. But at some point, you're kind of like, okay, I ran out of podcasts. Because when I'm working during the week, I listen to podcasts while I work. Because, when you're coding, programming, when you're being an engineer, it can get boring if you don't have something to listen to while you're typing. Unless you're like hyper focusing, and if you're in a call or something. But when you're not on a call and you're just coding, for me it helps me get into the zone. having a podcast.
Larry tested. When I went to the park, show latest messages. Button. Show latest messages. Button. Top chat. Some messages. Some. Welcome to live. Larry tested. When I went to the park, Larry tested. I say the same thing as Larry tested. When I went to the park, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Larry test. Larry test. Welcome to live chat. Switch camera. Learn more. Switch camera. Learn more. Button.
This is interesting. So, YouTube hides the chat window. I wonder if that's an iOS 16 bug or not. They're gonna do something here. They got pictured like a little pier. That'd be cool. They have a picture of a pier. Somebody's grilling and it's making me hungry. Man, I'm excited for this Apple product and to see what AT&T says about the order.
Welcome to switch camera.
Whoa, that dude was flying. You know, one dream that I have is for Tesla to make a bike, like, you know, just a bike with their autopilot stuff. You know, it's like, fine, charge me $4 or $5 grand, I'll pay it, but I want a bike that can brake and, you know, keep its distance from people, right? You know. Wait, oh my god, I wasn't paying attention when I was going there. I was looking the other way, but they opened up the park to the road here. This is cool. It's a little path. Yeah, this is awesome.
Live. 53 minutes 13. One watching now. One like.
53 minutes.
Teams. Now. One. Watching. Now. Notificate more. Dismiss.
It's kind of scary. VoiceOver will just read my notifications while I'm live. I do not like that at all. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Tesla bicycle, I want it just to, you know, keep its distance from people, maybe do some soft steering, that kind of thing, you know, just so that I can, yeah, I can just sit on the bike and be relaxed, because when I ride it, yeah, I mean, I have enough vision to ride a bike, but I'm always crossing my fingers, so I hope I don't crash into anybody. And I don't know, I just don't like that. I almost crashed into a lady in a bike the other day, so I stopped my scooter because I got scared, you know? It's scary when you crash. That's what I'm not gonna, it's crashing into my scooter. And I stopped using it, and I'm considering selling it, to be honest. But then I'll go and I'll wait, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try it again, and I'll try it in the morning, and I'll go to the public. So it's, you know, just in the morning when there's nobody, it's got a really good LED, and I can like night travel with it really well. But during the day, there's too many people. But you know, those are the things about being visually impaired. It's like, yeah, I can see, but I'm not sighted, but I'm not blind either. I'm like, some things I have to kind of decide what, depending on the scenario, what category do I fall in, you know? It's kind of annoying. And right now, when it comes to electric transportation, I think I fall into the I'm blind category. So yeah, scooters are fun, but if Tesla can do that self-driving thing, I'd be happy. I would buy that thing in a heartbeat. No matter, I mean, of course it has to be reasonable, the pricing, but I would buy it just because it's convenient to me. going uphill, and it sucks. 2.8 miles. 2.88. Yeah, we're going downhill.
Teams. Now. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. Larry tested. Welcome to live chat. Larry tested. When I went to the welcome to live switch camera. Back camera selected. Button. Larry tested. Larry test. Larry test. Watch it live. 56 minutes 45 seconds.
Okay, 56 minutes. It's almost going to be an hour. So I've been walking. Let's see, I started live streaming about 25 minutes into my walk. Tomorrow, I want to start as soon as I start walking. It's probably going to be early though. I like doing my walks as early as possible. The other day I actually started at, I think it was 5:45 Eastern. I was already walking because for me, the morning is very peaceful because of the lack of people. I don't know if you guys feel the same, you know, being blind or visually impaired, how, man, I just don't like crowded places or when there's a lot of people. It just, it makes it hard. It makes it hard sometimes to, it just makes it more difficult. Like, if I want to go to the supermarket, I'd rather go when it's empty. And if it's a time where I know it's going to be full, I'll just Instacart. There's a little, looks like group of tourists. Lots of tourists here. I like it. The vibes have always been cool.
Combined and what? Larry tested. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines.
The new iPhones, by the way, they're gonna have better cooling, which I'm excited for, so that my screen doesn't dim all the damn time. People are like so pumped for Friday. They're like, oh yeah, we're doing, they got music going on, they're cooking food. That's just awesome. I love the vibes. Says we're about to hit the 3-mile mark. Oh, sand. What are they doing here? I hope I'm going the right way, first of all. I think I am. Let's hope, because I've been walking in a, you know, they changed this so much now that I don't even recognize it. Like, they changed the area so fast. Where are we? Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're going the right way. You know, they've been trimming stuff, so. You know, this is where the Victor Reader Trek comes in, or the new mobility device from Humanware. Is I can just put like markers. I should do that when I get the new one, the new mobility thing, I will have to put markers. Oh, you know, I'm passing by this, passing by that. Even though I'm visually impaired, sometimes I just forget, like, if like my landmarks change, I have to relearn the landmarks. This has changed so much that, I mean, this space here, this was not here about a month or two ago, so that's a new landmark. My landmark right now is this curb in front of me that I do recognize the trash can and the little right turn. But no, dude, I do not recognize everything back there. Now this is getting more familiar.
Yeah, this is a little farther away, but
Oh.
Welcome to live chat. Remember. Chat up. Switch camera. Back. Learn more. Very tested. When I went to the park where I live. Welcome to live chat. Switch camera. Back camera selected. Button.
Back camera selected. All right. Oh, this is awesome.
Very tested. I don't like. That's why when I go out with a friend that takes me out in the community, we always do something here on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Oh man, that's nice that you have that flexibility
Switch camera. Very.
to do that, to go out during the week. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I try the afternoons. During the week is great, but you know, people already out of work by the time I got out of work later than most people. So that's awesome that you have that opportunity to go out and about when everybody's working. The only times to go out and then there's nobody is when people are sleeping or when people are working. And to be honest, those are the best times. So that's cool. Sometimes I just wish that places would be open a little longer, you know, just so that I can enjoy it in the night or in the mornings. But generally things close pretty late and open up late morning, so somebody threw some trash into the bushes, dude. Yeah, there's places that they're not so crowded and they're great. One place I like going to um, is I like going to like the 24/7 things like Walmart, for example, and at night there's nobody and it's great. Uh, those are the kind of things that sometimes I enjoy doing because it's less crowded. Just going at night, it's got a different vibe to it too. Ah, there's a skater. You can tell the skater scream. All right, I'm gonna end the live stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed watching. I
Blurry tested. When I went.
enjoyed talking as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching.
Blurry test. Learn more. Button. Live. 1 hour. One watching now. Illustrate. Combine. Blurry. 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 Switch. Chat up. Filters. Options. 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 Filters. Options. Button. Cancel. Mute microphone. Enable flash. Share. Cancel. Button.
How do I say it?
Control 2. Blurry tested. Is it the VR headset by Apple? Filters. Button. Chat up. Switch camera. Blurry.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.